So we're going to do some Arty Maths, part 1. Okay, so first you need to use a ruler and a pen. A biro is quite good for this one, but you need to be really accurate. So you're going to draw a line which is 24 centimetres long. You have to be very accurate here. Make sure you're doing a vertical line. Then you're going to mark every centimetre on there, right from the first point where it's 0, all the way through right to the end of the line, which is 24 centimetres. Next, you're going to find the central point, so the 12 centimetre one. Turn your ruler so it is horizontal and line up that 12 centimetres with that point. Then go from 0 to 24 centimetres again. Obviously the central point is at the 12. It must be exactly halfway. Then again, mark every centimetre from the 12 out to the 0 and then the 12 to the 24. This will tell you whether you've got it exactly halfway. So you should have 4 quadrants and they are perpendicular to each other, crossing the middle, creating right angles. Now you're going to go from the top point of at the top there on the y-axis to the first point on the x-axis. Then the next one down and a long one. Down one, a long one. Down one more to a long one more. And you keep going, working your way down and working your way out. And you'll see the effect it does. One down, one further out. One down, a bit further out. One down, one further out. One down, one further out. And the last one down right to the end of that final line. And you'll see it almost creates like a curve. So then you can turn it around and you do this for the other quadrant. Then you turn again and do it for another quadrant. What do you think would happen to the shape if you had maybe another 2 lines at 45 degrees? Would that change anything? What happens if you do it every ½ centimetre? Could that change anything? So experiment and have a go. Arty Maths, part 2. This is using the Fibonacci, I think I'm saying that right, pattern. So first thing you're going to do, we're going to do the 24 again. To one side of your page, you're going to draw a rectangle, which is 24, and you've got to be careful you get a right angle here. 24 by 20. Okay. Again, we're going to do 20 by 24. Now, I've chosen to go for a purple pen here. Okay, so I'm doing a different colour pen. Once you've done that, I find the halfway point. So for here, this would be 12 and 12. And I'm going to draw a line. On the left-hand box that I have just drawn, I'm going to do a curve from one corner to the opposite corner. Okay? But in the other rectangle, I'm going to find the halfway point. So that was a 20 line, so it'll be 10. And I'm going to half it. And the rectangle above where the curve joins, I'm going to continue the curve round. So now for the other rectangle, you'll start seeing the pattern. Excuse my hat. Go for the halfway point. Draw the line. And where the curve was, you continue the curve round to the opposite corner. And you continue that. So we find the halfway point. Half and half. Draw the line. Continue the curve round to the opposite corner. Find the halfway point. Draw the line. Curve to the opposite corner. And this would be endless. This would keep going. Halfway point. Curve the line round. Halfway point. In the end, it gets so small you almost don't need the ruler. Oh, and I drew the curve there before I drew the line. There. And you'll see it starts making a curl like a snail shell. And you can see this Fibonacci pattern all through the natural world. It gets so small you can barely see it. Okay, so now we're going to do that again, but slightly offset. So we're going to use that middle rectangle. So I've turned it around. And again, we're going to draw I'm going to take in a different colour pen. And I'm going to use that first rectangle. So I'm going to line up my 0 with the centimetres, with the earlier part of the, further on with the rectangle, and draw 24 centimetres again. So 24, 12 of it's part of that rectangle that's already there, and then 12 is a new part of the line. And then draw in the 20 centimetres. So you kind of almost ignore the spiral on the one side, and now we're looking at that rectangle. So again, from corner to corner, it's exactly the same now. Do your curve. Find the halfway point, draw the line, continue the curve to the opposite corner. And then we continue. And you'll see that this will continue, so you'll be able to carry on watching it. And once that's been completed, you then can colour in with different patterns, different colours, each of the gaps that are there, and make an amazing picture. Continue watching and you'll see the final result.